Welcome to Motion 99, your go-to spot for all the latest drama, updates, and behind-the-scenes buzz from Little People, Big World. From family feuds and relationship twists to farm life changes and exclusive gossip, we cover it all. If you love the Roloff family and can't get enough of the real stories behind the cameras, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. The well-known star of TLC's Little People, Big World, has unveiled plans for a new dream home on his famous Roloff Farms property in Oregon. After his ex-wife Amy officially moved off the land, Matt shared a series of updates and photos on Instagram, detailing the progress being made on the farm and offering a glimpse of his new home design. The photos showed a modern yet rustic home with striking architectural features, such as wood-beam ceilings, stone walls, large glass windows, and a spacious outdoor patio. Alongside these images, Matt posted about recent improvements on the farm. He mentioned that logs were prepped for a new cabin. Lawns were fertilized and mowed, new employees were hired and trained, goats and sheep were groomed, and birthday celebrations and playtime with the grandkids had taken place. Matt also revealed that he submitted permits for the new home's construction. A fan on Instagram asked whether the log cabin was for the grandkids or the farm's famous pumpkin season. Matt responded simply, both. While Matt's new plans signal a fresh chapter, they also underscore the ongoing evolution of the Roloff family dynamic. Amy Roloff, who lived on the farm for 3 decades, officially vacated the farmhouse in late 2019. In September of that same year, she purchased a 5-bedroom, 4-bathroom home in Hillsboro, Oregon for $588,500. She received a $667,000 buyout from Matt, part of the division of assets finalized after their 2016 divorce. The topic of living arrangements was featured prominently in the season premiere of Little People, Big World on March 31. During the episode, Matt's girlfriend, Caryn Chandler, made it clear that she had no intention of living in the big house formerly occupied by Amy. "I would never live in the big house, ever. Put a pin in that," she said. The comment was followed by a nervous chuckle from Matt and an eye roll from Caryn. Caryn, 52, has been in a relationship with Matt, 58, for several years. She previously worked as the Roloff farm manager and then as Matt's assistant for over a decade, before the relationship turned romantic. Their closeness during Amy and Matt's marriage has long sparked speculation. In a Facebook Live session in 2019, Amy shared her belief that Matt's relationship with Caryn went beyond a professional one and that it contributed to the breakdown of their marriage. Matt has since said on the show that he believes the renovated house once shared with Amy would be perfect for his son Jeremy and his family. However, tensions about the farm and its division have lingered since the couple's separation. One such dispute played out on the show over a wall Matt built to divide the property. Amy criticized the decision, warning it symbolized a permanent division. "This is Matt's wall. Don't go over it because you're on his property now." "And you better watch out," she said. Matt referred to the project as symbolic, and the tension between them was palpable during the construction process. Despite being divorced, Amy and Matt continue to film the series together and have tried to remain civil. That hasn't stopped friction from surfacing, though. Amy has admitted to struggling and dealing with Matt's communication style. "I just have a hard time dealing with someone who's always negotiating with you," she once said. "I think not being in a relationship with Matt, I'm learning how to find my voice and just be more confident." Fans have had mixed reactions to Matt's behavior. Some criticize him for the way he interacted with Amy, calling him manipulative and ego-driven. One viewer remarked, "Matt is making it very hard to keep liking him. The wall isn't a whole move." Another said he really likes to have his ego stroked, and he found the perfect woman to do it. After Amy left the farm, she continued to build a life with her now husband, realtor Chris Merrick. The couple got married in August 2021, and their wedding was featured in People magazine and later broadcast on Little People, Big World. In a candid interview, Amy shared that if she could change one thing about her wedding, the wedding was held at Roloff Farms, but Matt was notably absent and less on catering to others. Chris mentioned in an episode of the show that Matt's attendance might have been awkward for father waiting for her at the barn door. Ultimately, the decision was made for him not to walk her all the way down the aisle. Though no longer together, Amy and Matt remain committed to the show. My eyes went directly to Chris and his handsomeness in that suit, she recalled. They met in 1986 it was like the people around a Dwarf Athletic Association of America convention, and their relationship blossomed soon after. They were married on September 12, 1987, and welcomed 4 children together, twins Zach and Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob. Amy said she was initially attracted to Matt's zest for life and the way he faced challenges head-on. Matt said he knew Amy would make a great mom the moment he met her. Their story captivated viewers for over a decade, becoming one of the central narratives of Little People, Big World. As of the most recent updates, TLC had not officially renewed the show for another season, but Amy has confirmed that filming has continued. "We are filming for one more season at least," she said on social media. Matt also hinted that he's still involved, sharing a post about ongoing projects on the farm and spending time with his grandchildren and fiancée Caryn. Matt's current focus includes building the new home, enhancing the farm's infrastructure, and working closely with his son Jacob on a commercial well and irrigation system that's been in development for 5 years. Speculation continues about the future of his show and the farm. While the Roloff kids have branched out into their own lives, Matt remains hopeful about keeping the farm a family enterprise. He's expressed interest in Jeremy potentially moving into the renovated farmhouse, though nothing has been confirmed. In past episodes, viewers have seen some of the complicated negotiations between Matt and his children over purchasing parts of the farm. Zach, in particular, expressed frustration with the way Matt handled the discussions, leading to some tension between father and son. Meanwhile, Amy's new life with Chris includes travel, spending time with her grandchildren, and continuing to appear on the show. Chris, who initially wasn't a part of the reality TV world, has grown more comfortable in front of the camera, often participating in family activities and events. Even though Amy and Matt's romantic relationship ended nearly a decade ago, their story continues to evolve in front of millions of fans. The introduction of new partners, changes on the farm, and family dynamics continue to provide plenty of material for the long-running series. As Matt prepares to break ground on his dream home with Caryn, fans are left wondering what the next chapter holds. The new home represents not just a personal milestone, but a symbolic new beginning, an era of independence, progress, and healing after a tumultuous past. While the show's future has yet to be officially confirmed beyond its current filming, the Roloff family's journey remains a compelling story of resilience, reinvention, and the complexities of family life. The farm that started as a shared dream between Amy and Matt is now entering a new phase. Whether it's a newly designed rustic home with evolving relationships or continuing family traditions like pumpkin season, the legacy of Roloff Farms lives on, shaped by the past, but firmly focused on the future. Zach and Tori Roloff's departure from Roloff Farms came as a surprise to many fans of Little People, Big World. For years, Zach was seen as the most likely heir to the family farm, often working closely with his father, Matt Roloff, and expressing interest in keeping the property in the family. But in 2022, Zach and Tori shocked viewers by packing up and moving away from Oregon's iconic Roloff Farms to Battleground, Washington. Their move raised a lot of questions, especially about what led to such a dramatic shift in their lives. The couple had long envisioned raising their children on the farm where Zach grew up. Zach, the only one of Matt and Amy Roloff's 4 children still actively involved with the show, had repeatedly talked about taking over at least part of the farm one day. However, behind-the-scenes tensions between Zach and his father created a rift that ultimately changed the course of their future. According to what both Zach and Matt shared on the show and social media, the two couldn't reach an agreement on the sale of a portion of the farm. Matt had put 16 acres of the property up for sale, and Zach hoped to buy it. But negotiations broke down. Zach hinted that Matt had set an unrealistic price and was not willing to give him a family deal. Matt, on the other hand, suggested that Zach wasn't ready to take over and that it wasn't just about money, but also about preparation, mindset, and readiness for the responsibility. This disagreement marked a turning point in their relationship. Zach called the process extremely difficult and accused his father of manipulating the narrative. Tensions rose further when Matt publicly announced the sale of the property on Instagram without informing the family first. Zach replied with a blunt comment calling Matt's message misguided and false, and fans quickly noticed the public fallout between father and son. In the midst of the drama, Zach and Tori decided it was time to walk away. They began house hunting and eventually found a new home in Battleground, Washington, roughly 45 minutes away from Roloff Farms. The new house came with more privacy, open space, and room for their 3 young children, Jackson, Layla, and Joza, to grow. Their move wasn't just physical, it was also emotional. Tori shared on social media that leaving the farm was difficult but ultimately the best decision for their family's peace and future. The couple has since focused on building a quieter life, one that isn't tied up in family politics and high-stakes business decisions. Since moving, Zach and Tori have continued to share moments from their lives on Instagram and on Little People, Big World. Fans have seen them adjusting to their new community, homeschooling their kids, and spending more time together as a family. Their home has become a place of healing and growth, far from the complicated legacy of the Roloff family property. Meanwhile, the distance between Zach and Matt has remained noticeable. While they've had some on-screen conversations since the fallout, they haven't returned to the close father-son bond that once defined their relationship. Zach has continued to express disappointment over how things played out, especially how a place filled with childhood memories became a source of division. Matt, for his part, has moved on with his plans for the farm. He built a dream home with his fiancée, Caryn Chandler, on another section of the property and has turned the farm into more of a seasonal business, hosting events and public attractions. He even floated the idea of renting out the farmhouse as a vacation property, a move that shocked many fans who hoped to see it remain in the family. For Tori, the move to Washington has offered her the chance to support Zach in starting fresh. She's been vocal about how hard it was to deal with the family tension and the disappointment of not raising their children on the farm. But she's also embraced the chance to create new traditions and memories in their new home. Despite the distance, Zach and Tori have not completely cut ties with the rest of the Roloff family. They've attended some family events and have continued to be part of the show's storyline. But it's clear that their focus now is on their immediate family and creating a stable environment for their kids. Their new house, with its large backyard and quiet neighborhood, is perfect for their growing family. They've shared photos of Jackson riding his bike on the street, Lila playing in the garden, and baby Josette exploring the grass. These simple moments have shown fans that while leaving the farm was painful, it also gave them the freedom to build a life on their own terms. The couple has also opened up about the challenges of parenting 3 children, especially while dealing with Zach's ongoing health issues related to his dwarfism. In early 2023, Zach underwent emergency brain surgery, which was a stressful time for the whole family. But the ordeal brought them even closer, reinforcing their decision to move away from the drama and focus on each other. Ultimately, Zach and Tori's big move wasn't just about real estate. It was about priorities. They chose to put their marriage, their children, and their peace of mind first. The decision to leave the farm may have closed one chapter, but it opened the door to another, one filled with new opportunities, fresh starts, and the hope of building a legacy that looks different from the one Zach grew up with. Their story resonates with many fans who have had to make tough choices to protect their families and mental well-being. While the Roloff family dynamic may never return to what it once was, Zach and Tori are forging ahead with strength, love, and a clear vision for their future. Caryn Chandler, longtime girlfriend and now fiancée of Matt Roloff from Little People, Big World, has made it clear that she has no desire to live in Amy Roloff's old farmhouse. Fans of the show have followed the family for years, watching the ups and downs of their relationships, property negotiations, and shifting family dynamics. But one topic that keeps coming up is Caryn's refusal to move into the main farmhouse, once shared by Matt and his ex-wife, Amy Roloff. The farmhouse, located on Roloff Farms in Oregon, was a major part of the Roloff family's history. Matt and Amy raised all 4 of their children there, and much of the show was filmed in and around the house. However, after their divorce, Amy eventually sold her share of the property to Matt and moved off the farm to start a new chapter with her husband, Chris Merrick. Many viewers expected Matt and Caryn to move into the spacious farmhouse after Amy left. But Caryn had other plans. From the beginning, she expressed discomfort with the idea of living in Amy's old home. According to Caryn, the house held too many memories and emotional ties to Matt and Amy's past. She believed that starting fresh in a new space would be healthier for her relationship with Matt. Caryn's feelings are not surprising, especially given the history between her and Amy. For a long time, there was noticeable tension between the two women, fueled by the awkward dynamic of Caryn being a former Roloff Farms employee who began dating Matt not long after his split from Amy. While the two have managed to be cordial in public, fans have picked up on the subtle distance between them. Living in the farmhouse would have meant stepping directly into Amy's old life, a situation Caryn wanted to avoid. She didn't want to feel like she was living in someone else's space, surrounded by reminders of Matt's previous marriage. Caryn wanted a fresh start, and the old farmhouse didn't offer that. Instead, Matt and Caryn decided to build their own dream home on a different part of the property. The new house has been under construction for a while and is designed to suit their specific needs and lifestyle. Caryn has been involved in the planning process from the beginning, ensuring the new home reflects their tastes rather than trying to fit into a space built during Matt's life with Amy. Matt also supported Caryn's decision. He admitted in interviews that the old farmhouse was not just physically worn out, but also full of emotional baggage. He understood that moving forward meant creating new memories in a new place, not trying to relive the past. For both of them, building a new home together was a symbol of moving on and starting the next chapter of their lives. Fans of Little People, Big World have had mixed reactions. Some believe Caryn is being reasonable by wanting a fresh start, while others think she should have made peace with the farmhouse's history. But regardless of opinions, it's clear that Caryn has drawn a firm line. She's not interested in revisiting Matt and Amy's past, and she's determined to create a new future on her own terms. Matt Roloff has long been the face of Roloff Farms, a centerpiece of the family's legacy showcased on the reality series Little People, Big World. Now, with Amy Roloff no longer tied to the property and the dynamics of the family continuing to evolve, Matt is opening up about his future vision for the farm, and it marks a significant shift from the past. The Roloff Farms property, located in Helvetia, Oregon, has been a family staple for decades. Originally run as a joint effort between Matt and Amy, the farm became well known for its pumpkin season, drawing thousands of visitors every year. However, since their divorce, the future of the farm has become a subject of speculation among fans. Matt has made it clear that he wants to steer the farm in a new direction, one that doesn't include Amy in the decision-making process. While he acknowledges their shared history, Matt is focusing on what's ahead and how to best use the property as he enters a new chapter of life with his fiancée, Caryn Chandler. One of Matt's primary goals is to transform the farm into a destination that extends beyond just pumpkin season. He's talking about the possibility of turning the property into a short-term rental or a venue for events like weddings and retreats. In fact, he has already begun construction on a large new dream home on the property, which is intended to be a place for family visits and potential guests. Matt's decision to keep a portion of the farm for personal use while opening up the rest to the public has sparked mixed reactions. Some fans feel nostalgic for the days when the entire Roloff family operated the farm together. Others see Matt's vision as a smart evolution, especially as the children have moved on with their own lives. Zach and Tori, for instance, have made it clear they want to raise their children away from the spotlight and off the farm. Tension around the sale of the north side of the property added fuel to the fire. Matt had listed a portion of the farm for sale after failed negotiations with his son Zach, who had expressed interest in buying it. That disagreement was highlighted in recent seasons and led to some distance between family members. Eventually, Matt took the land off the market and shifted toward using it for short-term rentals instead, which he felt would still preserve the family legacy while generating income. Amy, for her part, has expressed sadness over the changes but also acknowledged that it's no longer her place to